Hey, everybody. We are here again. It's another Monday, and I'm dealing with a few things, but don't y'all talk about me too much. You know, it's all good in the neighborhood, as they say. But more than anything, I am here, and I am still going on. Y'all don't be looking at my office, okay? Okay, see that stuff over there was looking kind of funny. So, Lord Jesus. Okay, there we go. That's good. That lets you see a little bit of something. But welcome to It's TTT, y'all. You know, this is a place where I bring family and friends and all the people I love in the whole wide world, or some that I just met, like Gerald last week. If y'all didn't see Gerald last week, he was a real character. He's cool. He's a older gentleman. Well, he's like 70, so he ain't old. But he is has been disabled all of his life, and he just brought a new perspective on people with disabilities. So it was a real cool. We met on Clubhouse. For those of you who know about Clubhouse, it's addictive, and I'm on every week, not every day, but every week. So I've met some really cool people there. So nonetheless, let's see. Okay, y'all, we're gonna stay at home in Texas because I got to notice that the Senate passed, and I haven't read the entire law, but as it's been talked about on the media, we're going to be able to carry guns, and we don't have to get license or anything. So anybody can go get a gun, basically. And like I said, I haven't read the details of the bill, but can you imagine? And I just wonder, do they think that the criminals are not going to go get the guns because they're talking about Second Right Amendment, okay? And, you know, the right to own a gun, which is fine if you need to have one, and if you go through, you know, the background check, et cetera, and you're mentally okay, you know, have one. But now anybody can go get one and carry them around. That's just, you know, it's like, okay, Jesus, come on. It's time for you to come on, because these people are going to go crazy around here. I just can't even imagine. So y'all pray for us in Texas. We're still trying to turn it blue, but before they're going to try to kill us before we turn it blue. So y'all pray for us. And for those of you in Texas, today is the first day of early voting. There are some things going on in Carrollton. There are some things going on in Dallas. There's a historic mayoral contest in Fort Worth. So y'all need to get out and vote early. It's not going to be, you know, that many people there now because, you know, people don't vote when it's not a big election. But they may go out in Fort Worth. They should really, really go out for this election. And yes, I'm from Miss Deborah Peoples, but I don't live in Fort Worth, so I can't vote. So anyway, I guess that's it. Now I have to introduce y'all to this young lady. She is so cool. And I usually ask people when they first met me, but I know when she first met me, but we have some ties we didn't even know. And it's so funny. But she spends her time taking care of people, making them look beautiful, and, you know, all that stuff. And I know now y'all don't play me, because some of y'all didn't know what an esthetician was either, just like I didn't. And I still don't know the whole story, okay? But some of y'all didn't know what an esthetician was, just like I didn't. So don't be playing like you did, because I know you didn't, okay? Thank you. Now, this young lady, she is from, well, I'll let her tell you where she's from. Hey, yes, see if I can get my technology working. Hey, Timberly, how are you?
Gloria.
So glad that I can see you. You know.
I know, it's exciting.
Technologically challenged, so you know I have to work my way in. But
we all are technology challenged.
Yep, yep. So I just want to know, before we get into the real conversation, are you gonna be carrying a gun?
Probably not, but I wanted to go to a class. I really did. I was trying to sign up and do the right thing. Look, the quote unquote right thing and get my
Okay.
license.
Mm-hmm.
But now with all of that, I'm kind of like, ooh,
Yeah, it's kind of scary. Maybe I'm letting the devil run it around in my mind. Maybe I'm just being, super dramatic. But that just really scares me. I can't tell the story. That just really scares me, thinking that people are running around here with guns. And
it's crazy. It is sad because people always they talk about us Texans and think we can just do whatever we want to do anyway. So can you imagine what that's going to be like? Especially, I had the opportunity this past week to have some real quiet time in the country, in the hill country.
Okay.
And it's amazing because not a lot of I don't know how to say it the correct way, but not a lot of us get to enjoy that scenery or that area, and it was beautiful. But there were times that you there's a sign that says gun barrel, and you're thinking, no, I don't want to go that way because I don't want to get shot because there's some shooting going on back there. Yeah. So I can only imagine what it's going to be like, in the streets and. Something happened on the highway, and they always say, be careful, don't blow your horn at people. Can you imagine now?
Oh, they gonna blow their horn, you're gonna hear pow, pow, pow. And see, some people are gonna, and see, that's the sad thing. Some people are not gonna be taking it seriously.
Right.
Well, I won't say all young people because there's some silly old people too. But, a lot of people just are going to play around with it, who are old enough to get one and play around with it. And it's just like, wow, I don't know. It's just, like I said, I advocate for rights all the time, and I'm not even bothered by people owning a gun. Right. But just
making a license.
Yeah,
that's hard.
So I'm just like, it's gonna be all right. But that's the only thing. Jesus got the wheel, so we know that.
You gotta trust him. Yep. You trust him.
That's Jesus. If you don't know him, I don't know how you're getting through all this stuff because it's just too much. It's just too much.
I promise he's I always tell everybody he's trying to get our attention. If you haven't paid attention, like he's really saying, come closer, come to me.
Right.
Get in relationship with me.
Yep.
So,
it's crazy. It's crazy. So Timberly, I'll tell the story. I met Timberly through one of my sister-in-laws here, and to do makeup. And she didn't know who it was that I got her from, but then all these things started happening. You are from where?
I'm from Port Arthur, Texas. And in the real language, we say Port Arthur.
Port Arthur. She's from Port Arthur. And found out that I dated one of her uncles in college. How about that? I'm like,
it was a cousin. He's a cousin.
Okay, a cousin. I guess that makes it farther distance.
He and my uncle are named, like they have the same name, but they're cousins.
Okay.
So that's how that worked.
Okay. Then we on Facebook one day, and I responded to something, and she was like, and then here Jack on here. I see you, Timberly. Gloria is my sister.
Hey, Jack.
And I'm like, oh my God, how funny.
I know.
The one thing that does for me when I meet people like that know people, I know they're good people,
Right. Oh, thank you.
When that connection is made, I just know because based on who you connected to, I know you cool. You cool.
Yeah, that's true. That can be true, and that's just true. So thank you. I will say thank you for that.
And so you from Port Arthur, Texas?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, tell us a little bit about you. You were born there?
I was born in Port Arthur, and raised for the most part, but we ended up moving to Clear Lake, Texas. When I was in middle school. My mom's job transferred her, so we were able to relocate with her. And Clear Lake was very different from where I'm from. Port Arthur is very different. And Clear Lake was very different. And I learned, new people, new environment. But even in Port Arthur, I didn't grow up with, the east west side. I didn't grow up on the west side. So we lived in a different part of Port Arthur. So they called us a little traitor because my sister went to the different school.
Oh,
we went to the different schools. We wasn't at the school with everybody else. And so it was different, but it was okay. I'm thankful. I love, I tell my mom all the time, thank you so much for allowing us to see something different. So but raised in Port Arthur, halfway through middle school, moved to Clear Lake, and then we ended up in Missouri City, which was very different for me as well. But I was like, "Oh, what you doing?"
I'm gonna be real. You just got a little darker and a little darker. That's all. you were dark, and then you went real light, and then you went a little darker. That's all what happened. I know exactly what happened.
Yeah, it was different though. But then I ended up going to a different school when we went to Missouri City, and I was really excited to be in Missouri City because I thought I was gonna get to go to that school. And then they said we were zoned to a different one. I was like, really? Like, can I not go with my people? But it's all good. It's all good.
Good.
Thankful.
So then you had to you left home. You left Missouri City?
I left Missouri City and after I graduated high school, and I went to California for a while, and really just for a few months, just to get away, to see something different, and was with family there. And then I left and came home back to Missouri City, and ended up going to Florida to travel and tourism school. And because I thought I would own my own travel agency and travel the world. So, and then of course that changed. So through all of my different careers, my love is an esthetician. I am an esthetician, and that is simply a skincare specialist. To every degree that it can be. I'm not a dermatologist. I will refer you to a dermatologist. And a lot of times we work well with a dermatologist. Some dermatology offices have estheticians in them.
Okay. So what's the difference between a dermatologist and an esthetician?
A dermatologist can prescribe you medication for different things. They can do, it's that scope of practice thing. So I can actually manipulate the skin using extractions, things like an extractor, things like that. And a dermatologist can go a little bit further. They can actually remove things off the skin, whereas like I'm not going to be removing your skin tags. However, the way laws go, there's something new out there that says that estheticians can, but I'm like, no, go see your doctor.
That could be serious, couldn't it?
Exactly. It can be. Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's a little beyond our scope of practice, but people try to be everything that they can be.
Okay. So you went high school, California, and then you started your esthetician work after. Did you start in California, or you came back here to Texas?
No, I was in Texas.
Okay.
Yeah, Texas is where aesthetics started for me. And again, I was a makeup artist before I even became an esthetician. I worked as a makeup artist for Estee Lauder. And then I left the Estee Lauder actual counter and started working for MAC and Nordstrom. So it was just, that retail world. And one day I was at work and I literally could just hear aesthetic school. And I'm looking around like, what in the world? Who said what? Aesthetic school? So I go back to the counter and I go grab my phone. I'm looking up aesthetics. What's aesthetics with it? And I kind of had heard of it, knew what it was, but I was like, what's the details of it? And at the time I was engaged. And so I called my then fiance, and said, "Hey, can we talk later?" Because we were in the process of getting married, preparing for marriage, right? And I just told him, "Please pray before you call me so we can talk." And so we talked later that evening, and he was all for it. He's like, "Whatever you want to do, I'm supportive of you." And I was like, "Okay." And so he just told me to find out what you got to do. Let's talk about it. And that's what I did. And I went to aesthetic school, full time, work part time. And, as life would have it, some bumps and bruises came along the way, but ended up just loving it. And that is truly my passion. I love skincare.
How long was school? In case somebody is thinking about, going to.
So now I believe in the state of Texas now you have to have at least 750 hours. When I started school, it was only 600 hours.
Okay.
So it's an hours based.
The requirements are different in each state?
Yes. Depending on the state you're in, country, all of it changes.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, that's interesting. So it's a real licensing per se.
It is a licensing. The state of Texas can come after you or your state, period. So yeah, you have to have a license, and we have to take continuing education courses, classes every year. Well, every 2 years to get your license renewed. So that was kind of like my determining factor on whether or not we're going to get vaccinated and all those things. Because sometimes like you have to have a tetanus shot, all those different things you have to have in order to get your license renewed. So I was just like, let's just be proactive. Let's see where we're going to be.
Interesting. I didn't know all of that. So, now, but you can work in other states as long as you're licensed in one, right? Or do you have to be licensed in other states too?
So technically you should be licensed in the state that you are working.
Okay.
However, if I have a client, and I thank God for my life, I have clients in different states, and I get to travel to them. And
and she's not here sometime when she's just traveling. I'll jet set all over her. But it's cool.
Look, I'm so grateful. Thank you. But yes, I travel to different states to work with people, and no, I'm not licensed in those states. But it's kind of like even with California, in the state of California, like to work on a show, you have to be a part of the union. However, if say for instance, one of my clients is on a show and they would prefer me, they can kind of pull me in without that criteria.
Okay.
Kind of deal. So it's different in every state. So
it's different. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, you talked about shows and stuff. I know you work for a famous station sometime. You want to tell us some of your experiences there?
All I can say is I enjoy working at different TV stations. I've had the honor of working with some fabulous people, truly fabulous people, and just beyond measure. I mean, I get excited every time I get a call to say, "Hey, can you come and work?" And I'm like, "Sure." I try to do whatever it takes for me to be able to.
How fast you want me to be here? Be there.
I know, right? And I really do. I just love being in the presence of people, for one, but then being able to work my craft is even more. And because guess what? I get to let them go on screen, on camera, and people are like, "Oh my God, they're so beautiful." And I'm like, they are. Or like when I'm looking at it, I'm looking like, "Oh, I need to fix the eyeliner." I'm like, always trying to figure it out. But I love it.
That's cool. So now I know the question I don't believe you on this, because since I started trying to deal with this mustache and stuff, I done got a mustache and a goatee. So talk to people about where all this hair come from when you get old. Where does hair come from?
That's hormonal. Most of the times it is all hormonal. It has nothing to do people. So let's get this myth out the way. Everybody always say, well, if you wax, it's gonna come back darker. If you are, they say it comes back more, but it doesn't. Really, it does not. The thing is, you are so clean.
Bible, your hand on the Bible. You promise it don't, because it sure look like it come back darker and heavier.
Well, let me go get my Bible. Listen, it does not. It looks like that because your skin is so clean, and then you start to have it growing, and it starts to seem like it's more. But it really does not grow back that fast. Like, it doesn't do that. It doesn't grow back heavier. A lot of times people want to shave, and all that does is just remove the surface hair and not the root. And that's the benefit of doing waxing or sugaring, because those two modalities actually remove the hair from the root.
Now, you just said something I don't know about. What's sugaring? I know
sugaring is just another. Yeah, sugaring is another form of hair removal. Yes, you can sugar.
Okay. So what you do? Just rub the sugar up. So if I just get some sugar,
it's an actual mixture. No, that's why you have an esthetician in your life. That's why you get that's why you need an esthetician in your life. So you get all of the
start rubbing. Okay.
Yeah. And see, that's the thing. Coronavirus got all these people at home trying to do all these things. Y'all better call y'all esthetician. Call your hairstylist and ask her, hey, do you know an esthetician that I can see? That's the best thing to do, for real. If you don't know of one, my information is here, and I am not ashamed to forward or to refer out. I'm not the only esthetician in the state of Texas, and I literally search out other estheticians for people.
Okay.
Because again, I'm not going to try to crowd it out. I think we all have a sphere of influence, right? Yeah. So there's people that's for me, and there's people that you need to be in connection with.
Somebody else.
Yeah, but hair removal it can be tricky. It really can. And then a lot of times people aren't truthful about what they're doing at home.
I beg your pardon.
I'm just saying, some people won't tell you what they've been doing, and then they want to see all these magical things happening. And then you're like, so what do you do? And then one day, all of a sudden, you get to sit and have dinner with them, or maybe they take you to the store in their car or something, and you get to really see what they living like. And so,
Okay. Now, she's not talking about me. I just want y'all.
No,
she's
not at all.
Okay.
Miss Gloria is lovely.
But I haven't started rubbing with sugar yet. But
let that sugar stay in the kitchen. Don't you go get that sugar.
I'm just still with the sugar because I'm addicted to sugar, and I'm thinking if I got a sugar rub, maybe I wouldn't eat so much. So you use that all over the face?
No, so let me tell you this. Sugaring is actually I didn't even think to the consistency of it. I'm trying to think of something I could pick up.
I know you did. It's the stuff you put on my head.
No,
it's something different.
No, it's actually, it looks like wax. It looks just like wax. The only difference is you're not spreading it with your with a stick. Some people can, but usually with sugaring, you can put it in kind of roll it in like a ball and rub it and move it with your hands. It's an actual process.
Okay.
Yeah, it is not about just some grains of sugar. You have to it's almost like cooking sugar.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So it almost glazes or whatever, but it's a certain that you can work with it. It's a certain texture.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So that's hair removal, and you remove it from everywhere.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Yes. All forms of hair removal.
Who was that? I was going to ask you something. Okay. All forms of hair removal.
Yes.
Now, what other? But that's not all esthetician. Being an esthetician is.
No, estheticians we do hair removal, we do lashes, we do brow sculpting, tinting, eyelash tinting. Some can do permanent makeup, depending on how much you've gone to, further your career. So there's a lot of different things that you can do.
Okay. So, I'm sorry, I'm having to, I know it's just so rude. I don't know why people do that to me. That's what they do when they be on a real show and people be texting. They know they're not supposed to be doing that, don't they?
Yeah, don't be texting. Or they'll be like, "Is that you? I see you on there."
So, okay. Now, I didn't ask you, how many years have you been doing this? You've been doing this a long time, haven't you?
I have. I've been licensed for over 15 years.
Okay.
I've been in the industry for over 20.
Okay. So what's been your funniest thing that you can tell us about that won't be recognized by, so their name won't be thought of? What's been the funniest thing?
Ooh.
Don't talk about nobody who's still your customer that they gonna know you talking about them, okay?
What's the funniest thing?
Or well, let's say the most unusual. Is that a better word? Or the hardest? I don't know. I'm trying to find something strange.
I know. You know what? I can see. Okay. So I had a lady come to the store one day. I was at Nordstrom, working at Nordstrom. And this lady came in and she was just all like, "Oh, I got to get my makeup done for this event." And she really wanted her makeup done. And I was like, "Okay, what would you like?" And so one of the things about working at a makeup counter, people think that you can just walk up, get their makeup done for free, and they're done.
Okay.
And so of course, keep in mind in that industry, we got to make sales too. Right. So you're trying to get these people to buy the product, tell you what they want. So this person is like, "This is how I want my makeup." So you're like, "Oh, okay." Now they telling me how they want their makeup. And so I did just what she asked me to do. She was not a happy camper. And she commenced to want to say I didn't know what I was doing. And her friend said, "But that's what you asked for." Right. And she's like, "But I don't look like this." That's your face.
See.
Don't play. So it's kind of in a beauty hairstylist. I was about to say beautician. Hairstylists understand me clearly because again, people want something that sometimes it's just not really. I mean,
it's not them. They see it, but they see it on somebody else or on or something, and they think when you do whatever, everything's going to change like that picture, and you stay like you are.
Or they come in, and even with her thing was, "I need to be out of here in 20 minutes.
Oh, see.
First of all, let's deal with this skin we working with, because your skin gonna take me 20 minutes to hydrate it. Because if I don't have a good base to work with, it's gonna take a little while. And people think, "Oh, I could get it done in 20 minutes." Sometimes you can do a quick 20 minutes.
You're a repeat customer, and I've dealt with you before, and I know what I'm doing. So that's
for sure.
That's one thing. That's one thing.
I know, but I honestly, I'm very thankful. I mean, that was a hard one because this person was someone who I'm not gonna say I never met them personally, but just knew of them.
Okay.
And just really didn't expect them to be. I didn't expect their character to be what it was, and so as we're learning in this season, people's character tend to show you a little bit something different than what you see.
Okay. And I didn't tell you I was going to ask this. Okay, who's the most famous person you've ever done?
I don't tell that. I can't say that.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
So I would say that again.
I was telling them I tried.
Well, I mean, so I don't
understand.
I'm not and the other side of it really is just I'm not a name dropper.
Yeah, I got you.
Now, I will tell you, I've been in the presence and I have worked on some really great people.
know.
So yeah, I'm
You don't
very.
have to tell him, but you could tell me later, okay? Okay.
Oh yeah, I'll tell you.
I'm
Yeah.
just screwing with you. So,
No, I'll tell you.
um, so, so do you do more esthetician work or more makeup work now?
Honestly, it's still just kind of goes. They both go the same.
Okay.
A lot of times people know of me as a makeup artist.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
But then other people are like, "But I thought you were an esthetician. You do makeup too?" And it's like, yeah, we can both do that. But there's a lot of people out here that are makeup artists that are not estheticians.
Okay. Okay.
So yeah, you don't have to be a quote unquote esthetician to be a makeup artist.
Okay. Now, do you watch, I guess I should say, what you use relative to your products and things?
Yes.
Because I know, some may just do whatever, but
Yeah.
you watch. What is the most important thing? You always talk about hydrate, but is that like the most important thing for the skin?
It is. Your skin needs to be hydrated. And a lot of people fail to hydrate their skin because they feel like, oh, my skin is oily. I don't want to put anything on it. We live in Texas. It's hot. I don't want, and it's like, no, you need moisture. Moisturizer is key. And so if you're not eating the right things in your body to keep your body where it needs to be, you topically need to add some moisture. And some people, and just, granted, we are human beings. Everybody don't eat 100% what they need. We're not drinking the water we need.
Okay.
And so you really should be, taking care of your skin.
So the water
moisturizing is very important. I tell every client, anyone that sit in my chair, the best thing I tell them, or the most I always say is, please clean your skin at night. Moisturize it. Clean your skin at night.
Okay.
Moisturize it.
You have it so cute. I want to wear it the next day. Now, I just told on myself. I'm sorry. I don't care.
Hey, it's some people that do it, but clean your skin at night.
Yes, ma'am.
Hydrate. Including your lips. Like, people forget, it's not just about the face. Like, for real, these lips, all that stuff makes a difference.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I as we know, I've had that problem a lot with the lips. I don't know why I can't think about doing the lip, but I've gotten better. I've been brushing them and all of that. So you would be a little proud of me that my lips won't be so,
I'm proud of you because you be doing your makeup lately. I'm like, I see you.
I do my makeup. I just can't do it like you, but I be working it.
I see you. I see you.
So, let's see. Now I know it's a lot of people out like me. Cause see, my hair, fuzz has been coming up here and everywhere.
So one thing to remember too, that hair sometimes can be a protectant, right? It keeps the too much stuff from getting on the skin, right? However, that peach fuzz, if you're not really wanting to keep that there, then we remove it. There's a way of doing it. You can do it waxing. You could do microblading, dermablading. It's all these different modalities that you can do. But a lot of people, again, think, oh, I can do my own nair.
Oh, I wouldn't put that on my face. Yeah.
People will do some things.
Linda Mack say, I have a lot of hair on my face. I shave once a week. What do you recommend I do?
Make an appointment so that we can work you in getting you in the wax.
She's in Atlanta. She's in Georgia.
That's okay. I can get an esthetician for you. Just tell me what part of Georgia you're in, and I can refer you to someone, or find your local esthetician and start getting in there with her so you can get your skin on the right track. Because shaving, so the other side of it is, if you are truly a shaver, you don't want to wax. I'm not doing it. Okay, get the right product to shave with.
Okay, explain that, what you're talking about. If somebody's shaving, you don't want to wax? Why?
some people just don't, they feel like they just don't want to.
Oh, I thought you were saying if somebody comes to you who shaves, you don't want to do wax on them.
No, that's not true at all. I want to wax.
That's what you were saying. That's what I was saying.
No.
Okay.
No, some people just don't want to wax. Some people are just like, no, it's easier for me to shave. I can just get it done, boop, boop, and I'm out of there. Although their hair is still underneath their skin, it's not going away. The root is not leaving. And they're using triple and double blading. And it's like, use the right thing to wax with. And so I'm going to do a shameless plug.
Okay.
There's a skincare line that I love to use. Waxing, aftercare. It is Say Brazil waxing. Oh my gosh, y'all.
How you spell that? Look, I put it in
American. I hate to. So it's SE and then Brazil. I want to grab a bottle really quick.
Go ahead.
So I can show it. Can I? Excuse my movement, y'all.
Look, we don't know. Ain't nobody paying for this. We good. I'm sorry, that wasn't nice. If somebody looking, look. I'm just
so this is it, y'all. It's called Say Brazil.
By Bump Green Cream.
Yes. Okay. So this product, for those of you who have, and women and men who have ingrown hairs, from all that shaving.
Okay.
Get with your esthetician or call me. We can work through it online. Oops. Look, where's the camera?
There it is.
So By Bump Cream.
There you are.
Yeah. So this product is really good. It helps to remove those ingrowns. But you need to be working. You should be working with your esthetician. But yeah, it's a great product.
You put that on after you shave?
You can use this as a shaving cream.
Oh, okay.
Yes, a thin layer of it, and you can use it as a shaving cream. So those, like my clients who just feel like they gotta shave, I'm like, here you go. Get this product, and this is what you need to use.
Yes, Jack, it's for men. Yes, Jack, it's for men too.
Yes, it is for men too.
And she was saying to, they said you froze. Somebody froze up. They computer froze.
Oh, I froze.
Now we haven't froze yet. It must have been their computer. But this is, you can use this as a shaving cream, but it helps to undo ingrown.
It helps to clean, to heal those ingrown.
Yeah. Yep. It's black owned, you said?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. Where are they out of?
Out of Texas.
Oh, really?
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
Smooth skin supply.
Where are they in Texas? Are they in
I'm sorry?
Are they in stores in Texas?
You have to have an esthetician. Your esthetician will, you can get it through your esthetician. Because you have to,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or you can go on Amazon. Amazon carries some of it too.
Okay. But you have to be licensed to get it. In one sense, to utilize.
Yes. You should be, you should be working with your esthetician.
Yeah. That's like they used to do some of the perms. You know, you couldn't buy perms. You got to buy the other perms.
Relaxing. Yes.
Okay.
But it's because you want your client you want people to be educated, and you don't want them to get the wrong education. So why not? And that's what I love about Miss Stephanie, who owns who's the creator of this line. You know, she's looking out for us as estheticians. She wants us to succeed in this industry. And so she's making the product for us. Hey, it's for your client, and it makes a difference.
Okay.
So,
now, I'm sorry. I got this wax one time and it hurt. So do you wax it where it don't hurt? I'm sorry. You know, that's what I say about this too. That's why I get thread, because
I know.
No. They burn me with the wax on my eyebrows. But
that's what happened.
Threaded or waxed here.
Yeah.
That hurt my lip.
Yeah. It's not the most.
Oh, you hurt me too. Okay, I got you. Okay.
I'm not doing it on purpose. It's just think about the hair being removed. I mean, it's gonna come off.
And so how long?
It's quick. It doesn't take that long, and it doesn't hurt for a long period.
If you got your face done or all of that done, how long? I mean, how many? It lasted a couple of weeks or month or?
It depends on your growth. So the hair growth cycle every 21 day, the cycle of the hair. So it just depends. Once you get into a good rhythm, again, going to your person, whoever your esthetician is, once you get into your rhythm of going, sometimes, I do have clients that I see weekly. I have some that I see every 2 weeks. It's just it depends on what's going on with their skin as well as their growth cycle. But once we get on a good growth cycle, a couple weeks, every 3 weeks.
So the roots never get tired and just die and stop growing hair? A real thing. I used to be really hairy on my arms and legs, and I'm not that anymore. So it moved to my face. So
hey, a lot of women have that. It happens. It's hormonal. It's that growth.
But I had I was hairy, and like Jarius, who's born, he has hair all up and down. I called him a little monkey because he has hair all up and down his back. He's so hairy, like his hair on my ear. But no, it's all gone. So I thought maybe the roots get tired and they don't grow anymore. So that doesn't happen, huh?
They don't get tired. They just stop producing sometimes, but they don't get tired.
Jock said, is Caitlin, she's a cosmetologist, right? She said, can Caitlin get it?
Yes, she can. Yes, she can.
Okay. Yep. So yes, Jock, she can get it for you.
Yep.
So, okay. I was trying to get, because I was thinking that I would think you're, okay.
What you trying to say?
I just thought, I'm trying to figure out where the hair left my legs and arms and went to my face. I just don't understand. I think that's really what happened. So, I know I'm not an esthetician, but that just seemed like what happened because I don't even, like I used to shave my legs. I don't even shave them.
But you know what? After so long, so even with waxing, a lot of times the hair will thin out enough to where it will no longer, it won't grow as much. Okay. So over a process of time, but it takes time.
Yeah. Okay. So, yeah. It's been many years that it went off my legs and arms.
Yeah. But that's just like hair will grow on your face and won't grow on the top of your head.
Yeah.
You wonder,
Yeah. So that thins that. Okay. So it thins out on your body
over time.
Yeah, over time. Okay. Okay. But yeah, now see, that would be sad if somebody's hair grow on their face and don't grow on their head. Now see,
it happens.
That might look, well, no, I don't know if it looked funny or not. Okay.
Anyway, it happens.
It happens. Okay. So what if we missed about estheticianness? Look at it, made up a whole new word.
I know.
You told us we got to hydrate because it's very important that we hydrate, whether we come to an
So cleaning and hydrating, cleansing the skin and hydrating the skin. Those are very important. And even what you eat, people want to tell you that it don't matter what you eat, but we all know because it's going to come out somewhere. So if it's not coming out the way it needs to come out, or it should be coming out, it'll come out through your skin. And sometimes it'll come out on the face. It could come out on your back, on your chest. So, all acne is not just because of people eating sweets either. Yeah. Some acne can be because of the gluten that you're eating. So it just depends. All that stuff makes a difference. But that's the importance of having an esthetician, someone that can help you with your skin.
Okay.
And some of my clients actually have dermatologists that we work together in the realm of their skin, just making sure, that because some treatments are a little bit beyond what we can do.
Okay. So do you treat any like issues other than just dryness?
Oily skin.
Okay.
Yeah, all skin types. So just keep in mind, just because someone's skin, they feel like it's dry, it's not necessarily dry sometimes. Dry skin, you can tell because the pore is very minimal. There's no pores usually on a person with dry skin. But it's people who feel like their skin is oily, or they'll say that their skin is dry because it's flaking, but really it's dehydrated. and it needs moisture, and that's where we lose it, because people start thinking, oh, I don't need no moisturizer, my skin be oily and then it be dry, I don't want to put it. It's like, no, get it balanced, and you'll be fine.
Well, my go-to, and I don't know why they haven't called me for a commercial, but I've used Noxzema all my life. That's all I use.
Yeah.
Not only because I like the smell of it, but it'll take everything off,
Yeah.
when I don't, sleep over with it.
Hey, my grandma lived off of Pond's.
Okay.
Pond's cold cream. You could not tell her any different. And even to the time she loved her Pond's. And I tell people all the time, and again, I'm an esthetician. I love skincare, but I'm not so caught up on the most expensive product in the world. I like to meet a client where they are.
Okay.
So when I do classes sometimes, and I'm working with young girls who live in a different environment than I may live, I'll go in their neighborhood and drive the area so that I can see what they have access to. Once I see what they have access to, if it's CVS, Walgreens, Dollar Store, Dollar Tree, I'm going to go in there and find what's the best thing for them to start. Because guess what? You got to start somewhere.
Yeah.
And it's okay.
Yeah.
So
there was a little girl on Instagram or something, and she was going around in her neighborhood. I forgot where it was, and she was practicing makeup on everybody, and it was just so cute. And then some lady went and bought her a bunch of makeup to just support her and keep her, going.
Yeah, that's
She's
cute.
gonna be a famous makeup artist one day.
Okay. Yeah.
I have a question, and that's the problem with my things. I don't tell people sometimes when I'm asking. But what's the difference in the skin here and the skin on top of your head? I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Because the pores, the follicles, the follicle.
Okay.
We all say skin is skin, but the skin on your face is different, but it's still treated. Like you don't use the same hair, the same like shampoo on your head that you would use on your face.
Right.
That's just like the same stuff you use on your body, you don't necessarily use on your face.
Yeah.
And a lot of it is just because sometimes your skin is just sensitive like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Because Scott was keeps getting his hair braided, he keeps saying he has dry scalp that he never had before. And I'm like,
but if he's not hydrating, but it could be because you said he's getting it braided.
Yeah, he's getting the top braided, and he has dry scalp, and he said he never had it before. And I'm like, maybe they pulling something out. And I tell him to hydrate, and all of that.
But sometimes if your skin, again, I know people don't want to believe it, but what you eat makes a difference. If I have an overload of dairy, my scalp gets very flaky.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
When I kind of calm down on the dairy, I don't have that problem.
Interesting.
Yeah. It makes, that stuff, it all kind of intertwines and works together. But it's important to hydrate, cleanse. And then whoever's braiding his hair, if it's too tight, maybe, I don't know.
I told him they were pulling his brains out, and that's what the flakes was. He was losing some brain, so it's okay. Now, do you have very many men clients? And
I do have quite a few. I have a few. Yeah. Okay. Most of
they would rather you do that than shave, but their hair grow back a little faster?
No. So not all of them will do any type. I don't really wax a lot of men. But they do use the green cream to shave with. Okay.
They
stopped using regular shaving cream because the green cream helps with ingrowns. It helps to heal that. Okay. So they use that to shave with now.
Okay.
But they get, their monthly facials and taking care of them.
Okay. So the product helps prevent razor bumps also?
It helps to heal them.
And helps to heal them.
Yes.
So if you go ahead. No, you don't want to know what you're talking about.
I was just saying that it helps to heal them. So if you have issues with
Right.
razor bumps.
Okay.
This is a great product to start using to help heal them, and then you will continue using it because then that way it won't, it'll keep you from having them.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Cool. Okay.
Mhm.
Well, man, that time went fast. Look at you. That time went fast.
Yeah.
So I just feel like we're forgetting something to tell people who got all these. Are there any other myths? See, these teeth won't let me say. Yeah, myths that we have that, because, yeah, grow back darker, but you said it don't. So I have to quit saying that. That's not true.
No.
It does not grow back darker after you shave it, okay? Yeah.
Well, keep in mind what make you think that is because once you get it out of the root removed, of course it's going to look darker because the hair itself, you have the roots coming back in, so you see that.
Mm-hmm.
So of course, if it's clean and then you start growing in, it's going to look darker, right? Or
Yes.
it seems heavier. So
yes.
Mm-hmm. The other, I'm trying to think of another myth. Gosh, I cannot think of a myth that besides the biggest one is that we don't need moisturizer, or that we as African American people don't need SPF.
Okay, that's a good one. Yeah,
put that on your face, on your body. If you're out in the sun, you need some protection.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so SPF we should be using, because melanin, we need that. The sun is attracted to us.
Okay.
Yeah. So, what else? Or just even with the use of product, people like, I use what I use, when I wash my face, I wash my body, and I just be cringing because I'm like,
you didn't even use the same towel we wash your face with in our body. But
please stop. Please don't. Stop. Don't do that, please.
Yeah.
But yeah, don't. That's just not hygienic. If you washing your body, don't use that same towel on your face. No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Look, we're giving hygiene lessons now. Okay, that's
right. Because that's a big part of it too.
Yeah.
Sometimes people's skin is so sensitive.
Mm-hmm.
Like literally, they're like, I can't use anything. Eczema skin, right?
Mm-hmm.
So say Brazil, they have a whole eczema line for people who have eczema. Literally, it's a great natural deodorant. It's a whole line.
Line of stuff.
Yes, it's great. But I think the other myth that I would like to say is people who they think that what you eat don't matter, and it makes a difference on what you eat, what's coming out of your skin. It makes a huge difference, even with your scalp, your body. Period. People forget. It's fun to eat some of that stuff, but your body, your skin tells the story for real.
It's not just one. It affects everything. I mean, what you eat affects so much of everything. It really does. And we just, we don't know. But
and some people. So, say for instance, like grandparents, right? My grandmother, she's no longer with us. Neither one of my grandparents. And it's crazy because they grew up, using what they had, and they had beautiful skin, and they ate whatever they wanted to eat. True. However, things are different now because there's all these different things that's, all the preservatives and all that stuff that's put in those foods, and it's just different nowadays. So that's the, and of course that $1 billion industry,
right,
I'm a part of. But some stuff you just don't. I tell my clients, start at the basics. With simple skincare, simple wash, moisturize, and then work your way through there.
Okay. Well, they say we keep freezing. We're not freezing on each other, so I guess maybe it's freezing going out. I don't know, but that's okay because we're finished. So,
thank you so much.
Sorry, no, thank you. And I gotta pray for my guests before we leave.
Oh, thank
y'all, next week, I don't know, but be here. You'll like it, I promise, because interesting. But I want to talk about something, but I don't know if I can get the people to talk about it. So I can't tell you what it is. You just have to be here. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you, Timberly.
Thank you for inviting me.
Father God, I just thank you so much for this time together with Timberly and I. I thank you for the education and the stomping out of some of the myths that we have that we grew up with. That's what we always thought. And as a people, like sometimes we don't have time or take time to take care of our mind. We think our skin is so tough that we don't have to take care of our skin, Father. So I hope this has been an eye-opening part for some people. And I just ask that you bless Timberly, be with her, bless everything that her hand touches, God. Open doors of opportunities that will blow her mind, God, and just be with her during this time. Keep her protected as she deals with people in her business and with everything that's going on, Father. People have germs and all of that stuff. God, I know she's prayed up and got the blood all over the place. So I just thank you. And I just thank you for her as a person, Father, and all that she's meant to me and the fun we've had, Father. And I just give you glory. I give you praise and honor. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Amen.
Okay, y'all. So y'all have to come back next week because y'all don't know what I'm going to do. And it's going to be good. It's going to be fun. And you don't want to miss it because it's going to be quite interesting. Okay. I love y'all. I don't know if y'all wearing masks, but Lord, please don't go get a gun yet. Just wait. Just wait. Y'all don't go get a gun yet. Just wait.
Can I add this? Those of you wearing masks, okay, yes, wear your mask, but clean your skin. When you come in, wash your face. Don't keep wearing the same mask. Get a clean one. Or wash the ones that's they're made to be those cloth. You wash them. Yeah, that right there.
Wash them. Okay, that's your word for today. Throw your mask away or wash your mask. Don't wear the same one because and wash your face after you take it off. Okay.
Yes.
But if you got your makeup done, okay. Thank y'all. We'll see y'all next week. Bye. Mwah. Thank you so much. All right, bye-bye.